Hello, hello, everyone. How is it going? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream. We are back yet again commentating another game here tonight. It's our fourth and final game of the day, and it is between the Edmonton Oilers and the Anaheim Ducks. Good to see all you here. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. We'll get into the coverage here in just a second, setting everything up super quickly before we hop in. Give you guys a chance to join in on the stream. Good to see you all slowly coming in here on the chat. All right, do this super quickly here. Ducks, Oilers. All right, perfect. All right, here we go. Edmonton Oilers and the Anaheim Ducks. Coverage begins right now. Here's John Carlson now in his own zone. We'll dump it back into the Edmonton end. Jari, who is the starting goalie tonight for the Oilers, out to get it. Will play it to center. Draisaitl, 3-on-2, up top, Nurse, shoots it. Saved by Dostal. Then he will cover up. For those who missed Game 3, it was a 6-4 win for the Anaheim Ducks. And early here in Game 4, before I even started this commentary, Kasperi Kapanen had opened up the scoring, his fourth goal of the series, assisted by Wallman and Dickinson. Face-off here now in the Anaheim zone, won by the Oilers. Wallman fires it. That one's blocked. Here comes the Ducks through center. Broken up then by Edmonton. Battling for it now at center. Vale. Alongside Dickinson. Cleared back down low now into the Anaheim zone. I'll change it in the commercial break. Wallman fires it. That one goes wide there of Dostal. Roslovic will dump it around then behind the net. Washi fighting with Dickinson. Cleared off the boards then by John Carlson, who will carry it through center. Carlson fighting with Nuge. Broken up then by the Oilers. Here they come. Down low now into the corner with it is Lazar. He's tripped. And that'll be a penalty against Anaheim. 14:24 left to go. The Edmonton Oilers will get the first power play of the game. And it's going to come to Jackson Lacombe for a trip on Curtis Lazar. I will change my jerseys in the commercial break. Power play coming up for Edmonton. Face-off coming up now here in the Anaheim zone. Power play for Edmonton. Loud refuse suck chant here. Draisaitl versus Paling. Face-off one back then by Anaheim. Midjukov will get it to center. Paling with speed now down the right side. Fires it there on Jari. And it goes up out of play. Nice little shorthanded chance there for Ryan Paling. And this refuse suck chant is loud here in Anaheim. Sellout crowd. Face off. One back by Edmonton. Evan Bouchard. Down the right side. Will drop it off the boards then for Connor McDavid. McDavid. Broken up then by Trouba. Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. Will dump it around behind the net. Then up top for Draisaitl. On the right side. Anaheim will try and clear. It's kept in by Edmonton. Draisaitl. Throws it up top then for Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. Pass over then to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Bouchard, a shot. And that one goes wide. McDavid up top to Bouchard. Flips that puck then to McDavid. Down low Nuge to McDavid. Connor McDavid been held the score sheet fairly well in this series. Bouchard, right side. Down low to Hopkins. Fires it. He scores! It might have been tipped in front, but I think it's Ryan Nugent Hopkins who gets credit with the goal. It's 2-0 Edmonton. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins opens up the scoring here for Edmonton. Or actually, no, he expands the scoring here for Edmonton on the power play from Bouchard and McDavid. And it is a 2-0 lead for the Oilers. So there you go. Edmonton off to a pretty hot start. Face-off is won back by the Oilers. We knew this would happen. Gauthier. Pass back to Terry. Terry battling for it down low in the corner then with Connor Murphy. On the right side, getting it back behind the net then was Adam Henrique, who will dump it back to center. Trouba. And a whistle blown dead here for an icing at 13-10. What's up, Jane? How we doing? Welcome to the stream yet again, Jane. Good to see you. $13-10 to go here in the opening period. About 7 minutes gone. The Oilers with a 2-0 lead here on the Ducks. Shots are 6-3 in favor of Edmonton. The Oilers are notoriously really good in game fours. All right. We will step aside. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We will be live tomorrow for Flyers Pens Game 5 and Mammoth Golden Knights Game 4. There's the jerseys in the back of the screen as always. Yep, Oilers lead 2-0. All right. So Montreal gets the Tampa Bay gets the 3-2 win against Montreal. Pretty good game from Brandon Hagel and Kucherov. Brandon Hagel with 2 points. Kucherov with 2 points. Gensel with 2 points. Moser had 2 points as well. And Montreal still over nearly half of their goals in that series have been on the power play, which might surprise some people, but that's true. Face-off coming up here now in the Edmonton zone. It's Draisaitl who will take the draw against Alex Killorn. 13-10 to go in the opening period. The face-off is won back by Edmonton. Murphy off the board trying to get that one to center. It's dumped back down low by Seneca. Jari out of his net to play it on the right side. Clear to center. Draisaitl. Cross-ice pass then up top. Murphy down low then for Frederick. And knocked off that puck by Anaheim. Here's Killorn. Through center. Killorn over then for Carlson. As Mintyukov knocked down there by Murphy. Edmonton gets it back to center. Ekholm. Draisaitl. Back down low then for Kapanen. Kapanen throws it up top then for Wallman. Jake Wallman dumps it around behind the net then for Draisaitl. Draisaitl waits up top. Shot on there denied by Dostal. Tip your hat to Montreal, but Tampa, big dogs, took over and will win them the series. We'll see, bro. But yeah, that was a pretty good performance by Hagel and Kucherov. That series is tied, heading back to Tampa. I think that'll be it for me commentating that series unless it goes to 7 games. Let's go, Ducks. Love to hear that, Daniel. Face-off in the Anaheim zone. It's Szymanski versus Carlson. Face-off won back then by the Ducks. Trying to get that one to center. Stolen back to by Edmonton. Frederick a drive. And denied there by Dostal. The Oilers have won 6 straight game 4s. That's nuts, actually. That's literally nuts. What's their records in the last game, in their last 3 game 3s? Face off here now, won by Anaheim. Trouba plays it through center. Bouchard off the boards, then broken up back down low. Evan Bouchard carries it behind the net then for Matthias Ekholm. Ahead then for Connor McDavid. McDavid below the line. McDavid pass up top then to Ekholm. Ekholm will backhand it down low furthermore into the Anaheim zone. Savoy behind the net then. Back around. Trouba steals it back. Moore will get it to center. Anaheim known for running 11 forward 7D. Ekholm battling forward down low in the corner then with Vale. Shipped off and back into the Anaheim zone. Carlson gets it back and regroups. Carlson for Gauthier. He'll backhand that one down low. Up top now with a Terry, a shot. That one's blocked. Carlson to Terry, trying to deke that one in. Poke checked away then by Wallman. At the point, crosses past to Carlson. Carlson down low in the corner. Ooh, boo-hoo! With a $3 dono. Thank you, boo-hoo. I ain't boo-hooing at your dono. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Means a lot. Thanks, guys. You guys have been awesome today. Emberson battling forward on the right side then with Gauthier. Dickinson on the right side. Approaching the halfway mark here of period number 1. Roslovic will dump it down low into the Anaheim zone. Jacob Trouba. Cross ice passes. It's tipped back into the Edmonton zone. Nurse. Down low then for Murphy. Murphy cross ice pass to center. Kapanen will dump it down low. Draisaitl now fighting with Lacombe. Pass will slide all the way back up top to center. Now Nurse back to Murphy, who will dump it into the zone. Trouba behind the net then for Jackson Lacombe. Lacombe cleared to center. Shot there goes wide of Connor Ingram. On the right side getting it back is McTavish. McTavish fighting with Nurse. Darnell Nurse back over then to Podkolzin. Right side Draisaitl. Cross ice pass then for Murphy, who will try and get it ahead. Mintyukov battling forward alongside Draisaitl as McTavish runs into Draisaitl. And a whistle blown dead for an offsides. 9:44 left to go in this opening period. Edmonton leads 2-0. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentaries. It's greatly appreciated. This is our 4th and final commentary of the day. And for those who have been with us the entire day and this entire first week, thank you. Shots are still 7-3. It has been a great week, JT. You're correct about that. It's been a fun week. I've certainly enjoyed it. Oop. My thing just froze. This isn't good. Just go out of it and go back in. All right. Time winding down here. 9:35 to go. On the right side, Trent Frederick in the Anaheim zone. Frederick in the corner, Mintyukov. Back to Killorn. Killorn will get it to center. Cross-ice pass then for Carlson, who will dump it down low into the Edmonton zone. Emberson. Down low for Seneca. Seneca will dump this one up top. Lacombe to Seneca. Seneca to Lacombe with the point. Lacombe fires it, and that one's blocked back down low. Szymanski now behind the net, then grabbed back by Seneca. Cross-ice pass to Carlson. Poke checked away. Racing forward with speed then was Frederick, but grabbed back by Anaheim. Hey, what's up, C-Blondes? How we doing? Welcome to the stream. Pulling for Anaheim, okay. Here's Lacombe. Through to center. Gauthier to Terry. Back down low into the Edmonton zone and clear to center. Dickinson. Through the neutral zone now with speed. Fires it on. The one's blocked as he knocks down Mintyukov. Gauthier. Cross-ice pass then to Terry. Lacombe to Gauthier. Gauthier shot. And that one goes wide. Then nearly went into the back of the net. Terry. Back down low in the corner. Connor Murphy in front then for Darnell Nurse. Grabbed back by Dickinson. Dickinson will dump it down low here into the Anaheim zone. Jackson Lacombe will hold it here in the Anaheim end. Lacombe up top then. Here's McTavish. In front, McTavish a drive. Denied by Jarry. What a stop by Tristan Jarry with the glove. Thank you, Nearby. Doing the best I can today. It's been a fun day, and you guys keep on treating me well. Face-off coming up again now in the Edmonton zone. One back by the Oilers. Ekholm to center. Played back behind the net then for Lacombe. Lacombe in the Anaheim zone. Cross-ice pass then McTavish who breaks it in. Tied up by Ekholm on the right side. Edmonton will throw it to center. Lacombe for Trouba. Trouba off the boards to McTavish. Thrown back to center then. Stolen back then by Edmonton. Savoy tried to deke around Lacombe. Grabbed back by Connor McDavid. McDavid to Bouchard. Cross-ice pass then. And cleared back down low into the Anaheim zone. Dostal. Around then for Lacombe. Through center then Seneca. Back over then for Killorn who dumps it down low. Seneca knocked off that puck by Emberson. Grabbed back by the Oilers in their own end. Podkolzin pass is broken up. Jake Wallman will regroup now behind the Edmonton net. Wallman. Pass to center. Broken up then by the Ducks as it slides back down low. Under 7 minutes to go. Carlson. For Vale who will dump it down low. Nurse. Down low in the corner now fighting with Murphy. Leon Draisaitl. Gets it back for Edmonton now through center. Podkolzin to Nurse. Fires it on. Saved there by Dostal. Cleared all the way back into the Edmonton zone. Connor Murphy. Back for Nurse. Darnell Nurse will take it behind the Edmonton net. Nurse to Szymanski. Szymanski down the right side. Broken up then. In the corner now, Trouba. Down low to Carlson. Carlson ahead then. Through center. Terry. Cross-ice pass. Carlson carries it into the zone. Knocked off the puck. And Jarry covers. Finally, they blow the whistle. That took a while. $5:59 remaining here in this opening period. Still a 2-0 lead for Edmonton. Shots are 8-5 in favor of the Oilers. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the comments. I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, everybody, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. I had to use the bathroom here really quick. Shots are 8-5 in favor of Edmonton. With less than 6 minutes to go, it's 2-0 Oilers. Face off in the Edmonton end. It's Lazar taking the draw against Paling. Murphy gets it back down low then for Anaheim. Behind the net, then getting it back is Kreider. Chris Kreider in the corner then, battling for it alongside McTavish. Paling up top. Hellison a shot. And that one is blocked and back down low to the corner. Puck will slide all the way back into the Anaheim zone. Dostal will gut out and play it for Hellison. Hellison. Pass off the boards then now for Paling. Ekholm. Battling now with Paling. McTavish. Over then for Nugent Hopkins. Cleared back to center now. Trouba. Right side to Lacombe. Lacombe then for Trouba. Over to Beckett. Seneca who plays it through center. Anaheim will dump it into the Edmonton zone. Bouchard. Back over then for Ekholm. About 5 minutes to go here in the opening period. Down low now, Bouchard. Chip to center. Savoy loses his stick in the process. Lacombe. Off the boards then for Granlund. Granlund down low, tipped. Just wide. Seneca trying to poke check that one ahead. Bouchard battling for now behind the net. Killorn fires it. Saved by Jari. Rebounds in front. They jab at that puck. And up top then, Lacombe comes in. Denied as well. And the Oilers will clear it the other way. Icing. They had him right there. 4.5 minutes to go here in this opening period. Shots now 9-8 in favor of Anaheim. Face off in the Edmonton zone. Draisaitl versus Karlsson. Anaheim wins it. Shot on there's blocked. Rebounds there and cleared away. Bouchard gets it back for the Oilers. Now Podkolzin trying to play it through center. Vasily Podkolzin will come back and regroup in his own end. Podkolzin cleared off the boards, then back for Draisaitl. Draisaitl, cross-ice pass. Kapanen fires it. Saved there by Dostal. Podkolzin. Back down low on the right side, Karlsson. Fighting with Terry. Hey, what's up, Vic? From Chile. Here's Karlsson. Through center now. We'll dump it into the Edmonton zone. Ty Emberson's there. We'll play it behind the net. Ian Moore. Knocked off that puck then by Nugent Hopkins. They'll battle for it in the corner. Trouba at the point. Shot on there is blocked. Washi battling for it on the right side. Delay penalty coming up against the Oilers. Trouba shot. Denied by Jordan. Rebounds there. Denied as well. Vale to Trouba. Trouba at the point then for Anaheim. Down low now with it. Moore. Cross ice pass. Lacombe will come to center. So 6-on-5 here for Anaheim. Granlund. Right side. Throws it down low. Oilers touch. 3:04 left to go here in the opening period. The Anaheim Ducks will get a power play for the first time tonight. Interference against Jake Wallman. And that will result in a Ducks power play. Shots are 11-9 in favor of Anaheim. .304 left to go in the first. Face-off one with the Ducks. John Carlson to Terry. Carlson fires it, blocked in front. Oilers trying to clear. They will get it back to center. Ducks will regroup though. Terry for Carlson. Carlson will drop it back then, and he'll move it through center. Leo Carlson with some room. Back for Granlund. Granlund will throw it up top, then John Carlson back down low to Terry. Terry to John Carlson. Terry on the right side, then looking for options. Down low. Up top, Carlson. Back to Granlund. Granlund to Carlson. Carlson fires it and gloved by Jarry. Tristan Jarry off to a pretty good start so far. Shots 12-9 in favor of Anaheim. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. Face off in the Edmonton zone. Wallman now versus Granlund. We'll try that again. Face off one back then by the Oilers. Bouchard on the right side will dump it down the other way for the Oilers. Halfway through the Ducks power play. Carlson will drop it back then for Terry. Terry will move it through center. He'll give it up then for Leo Carlson. Carlson gets to the D. Loops around back up top then to Granlund. Granlund. Cross-ice pass then to John Carlson. Down low then Terry. Terry intercepted. Ekholm will get it and fire it down the other way. Less than 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Dostal gives it over then to Lacombe. Jackson Lacombe through center. Lacombe to Gauthier. Cutter Gauthier up top then to Killorn. Killorn to Cutter Gauthier down level of the line. Gauthier waits. Up top Lacombe. Lacombe to McTavish. 15 seconds to go on the power play. McTavish waits. Gauthier shot. How did that not go in? He had the wide open lane there. McTavish, right side. Pass over broken up then by Edmonton, who will dump it down the other way. That'll do it for the Anaheim power play and then the last minute of play here in period number 1. Jackson Lacombe back for Trouba. Trouba then for Vale. Jeffrey Vale into the zone. Lacombe up top. Shot on there. Denied by Jarry. Rebounds there. He tried to cover and cleared away. Draisaitl. Draisaitl around the right side then for Ekholm. Murphy is playing. I don't know what you guys are saying. Connor Murphy's playing. 30 seconds to go. Washi for Trouba. Clear to center. Racing for it then. Terry fighting with Draisaitl. Ekholm behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard then for Draisaitl. 3-on-2. Podkolzin into the zone. Will scoot it back up top. Podkolzin will dump it around behind the net then. Puck goes up and out of play with 9 seconds to go. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. We are nearly done. Period number 1. Shots are 13-9 in favor of Anaheim. It'll be Draisaitl who will take the draw against Paling. They'll kick Draisaitl out. Now McDavid comes in. Face off. One back then by Anaheim. They will dump it to center. Seneca fires it on its offsides with 2 seconds to go. The Oilers are 11-17 or 11-16 in games 1 through 3. And in game 4s through 7, they're 19-4. It's kind of nuts. Face-off coming up now in the Anaheim end. 2 seconds to go here in this opening period. It's pretty much over. Face-off in the Anaheim zone. Bouchard versus Poehling. Off the draw. It's one back by the Ducks. And that'll do it for period number 1. End of 20. Goals scored by Kasperi Kapanen and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins make it a 2-0 lead for Edmonton after 20 minutes of play. That being said, folks, it is the intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back for period number 2 momentarily. Can the Ducks make a comeback? Sure. They outshot them in that period. In Chile, we play hockey on roller skates. Nice. We do here too, just not that often. A little tired. How about you guys? Oilers have been dominant this far. Yep. Oilers came out quick. Ducks better get in it or this is over. Yep, I agree. I knew this would happen, though. I knew the Oilers would. They would come out better in Game 4. They always come out better in Game 4 through 7. And one of my buddies yesterday was talking about, he was saying it's over. And I'm like, no. I'm not giving up on him. If there's anything I learned from the last 2 seasons, don't count out the Oilers. Never. That's a mistake waiting to happen. Nothing is over except the Kings Avalanche series. Had a dream last night I was a tailpipe, woke up exhausted. What? JK. Shots 13-9, I believe. They stayed the same. Yup, 13-9 in favor of Anaheim. Anaheim got the shots on, but the Oilers got the goals on. So, again, it only matters if you get the goals.
This is MLB umpire Chris.
Just down all the water in that bottle, folks. Oh, I bet Mario's grumpy. I gotta shave tomorrow. Starting to grow a beard again. It's almost like that's what happens when you don't shave, you grow a beard. Kind of like Carberry on the panel. Oh, I didn't even see your middle finger, Michael. I didn't even see it till now. Do you have a roll of masking tape? I can show you how to poke your head through the roll of tape. What? My head's too big for that, bro.
That was Garrett Cole, the most recent one.
I wonder how many of these guys are going to be aces and how many are going to be really niche. Rays 2025. Has Drew Rasmussen ever gone the distance?
This one's a little tough. His name is related to size.
Oh, no way. You're not going to say it's Zach Littell.
Yeah, okay, you did get it.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Wow. And the Orioles haven't had one since 2022. That checks out since they've never really had pitching over the last 5 years.
Trust you? Really? Well, I don't have a roll of masking tape on me, so. Anything with a hole will do. What? What? Need to get Anaheim Ducks mask to wear during the games or get a Jason Halloween mask. Amazing job, Young Bucks. Thank you very much. What's up, Bob? Thank you, Bob. Appreciate the kind words, man. It means a lot. Your Canucks blew this year's rebuild. It's not over yet. Still got the draft lottery. Still got the draft lottery. All right, gonna make the Nugent Hopkins power play goal clip. Take a few years to catch up now. It's not the end of the world, bro. It's all good. You guys can still definitely come back. It'll take a little bit, but I'm optimistic. Hopefully a video on Vancouver tomorrow. If I get to it tomorrow. Bouchard, right side, down low to Hopkins, fires it. He scores! Bouchard, right side, down low to Hopkins, fires it. He scores! It might have been tipped in front, but I think it's Ryan Nugent Hopkins who gets credit with the goal. Let's go, Ducks. What's up, Larry? How we doing?
was just like Sonny said it would be.
Cardiac Quacks will come back and win. We'll see, bro. We'll see. The whole Pacific Division stunk? Yes, it did. Whole Pacific was pretty bad this year. Doc is not talking shit, but he's watching you too. Nice. Welcome, Doc. All right. Clips are done. Perfect. Pretty good opening period there. Got about 6 minutes to go till the second. Thank you all for tuning in. We're in stream number 4 of the day. Don't forget, we're live again tomorrow. Flyers, Penguins, and Mammoth Golden Knights. Those are tomorrow's commentaries. Let's go Edmonton. Got some Edmonton people in here. Go Mammoth. That'll be fun tomorrow. Mammoth could take a 3-1 series lead over Vegas. All right, second period coming up after this commercial break, guys. Stick around. Stick around. Think Edmonton will win tonight? Ducks 20-2. They beat the Oilers. Jesus. 20 goals? Goal in next 5 minutes for sure. Most probably Ducks. Yeah, man, we'll see. Still got a little bit over 2 minutes to go until start of period number 2. Been live all day long. Thank you all for your continued support today. Yeah, it's been an exciting weekend. It's been a marathon for sure. But I've really enjoyed it, and I couldn't do it without you guys and your support, so thank you. All right, any multi-point games for Montreal? Nope. Alrighty, everyone, let's get ready for the start of period number 2 between the Edmonton Oilers and the Anaheim Ducks here, live from the Honda Center. First period recap, goals were scored by Kasperi Kapanen and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, making it a 2-0 lead for Edmonton after 20 minutes of play. Taking a look now at your stats through 40, stats through 20. Shots were 13-9 in favor of Anaheim. Faceoffs were 60% in favor of Edmonton. Power plays, Edmonton 1 for 1, Anaheim 0 for 1. Hits were 14-9 in favor of Anaheim, and block shots were 9-5 in favor of Edmonton. Period number 2 coming up here now in just a moment. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. We are underway for the third. Face-off one back by the Oilers. Connor Murphy on the right side, then back down low for Bouchard. Murphy moves it back then through center. Connor Murphy will dump it down low into the Anaheim zone. On the right side, Nugent-Hopkins tries to settle a shot there is blocked. Down low in the corner now, Carlson battling for it. Draisaitl. Back down low in the corner, Podkolzin fighting with Carlson. Up top, Murphy fires it. And that one goes wide there of Dostal. Cleared all the way back into the Edmonton zone. Shots now 13-10. Murphy through center. Cleared back down low then into the Anaheim zone. Behind the net then Dostal back over to Trouba. Trouba to Carlson. John Carlson now moves it through center. Lacombe to Terry. Terry up top then for Carlson. Trouba fires it, and that one goes down low to the corner. Bouchard off the boards then for Trouba, who will dump it down low. On the right side, Terry getting it back. Ekholm through center then for Savoia, will backhand it down low, and a cover up there by Dostal. As I fling my pencil down low onto the floor. Face-off coming up here now in the Anaheim zone. It's one back then by the Ducks. In their own end, Hines will clear it off the boards to center. Moore tries backhanding it down low. Wallman clears it around behind the net, then up top, keeping it in then is Terry. Right side, Moore dumps it down low to the corner. Edmonton gets it back. Emberson throws it to center. Ellison. Right side then for Vale, who will backhand it ahead. Broken up then by Edmonton. Dickinson. Down low now behind the net. Jason Dickinson, who already has an assist tonight, played well in this series overall for Edmonton. Hines. It's a four-man battle for it in the corner. Dickinson, Hines, Washi, and Nugent-Hopkins. Puck is tied up there behind Dickinson's stick. Some boos here from the Anaheim crowd. And it's still tied up. Finally, it comes free. Nugent-Hopkins. Up top, Murphy, a shot into the chest of Dostal. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. We got 80 people here in the commentary. Good to see all you guys tuning in here yet again. It's a 2-0 lead for the Edmonton Oilers. Go, Oilers, go. What's up, Chris? How we doing? Shots are now even. Here at 13 apiece. Face-off in the Anaheim end is cleared off the boards and back to center. Grab back then by down low by Frederick, who will clear it furthermore into the zone. Right side, Carlson off the boards then, kept in by Lazar. Paling steals it back to center. Backhanded down low by Kreider. Tristan Jarry. Behind the net now for Murphy. Right side then Lazar. Ahead to Szymanski. Over then for Nurse. A shot on goes wide. In the corner now, Lazar. Fighting alongside Minchukov. Ekholm fires it on. That one's blocked as Carlson backs off the boards, then back to Bouchard. Bouchard to Draisaitl. Bouchard fires it, and that one goes wide. Up top, Ekholm a drive, and that one's blocked. Draisaitl, no chance, is denied there as well. Cleared all the way back to center. Bouchard gets it back for Edmonton. He'll dump it down low into the Anaheim zone. And that goes up and out of play. We are 30 subs away from 6,300. Thank you all so much for your support today. Subscribe down below if you're new. We've been putting a real dent in the subscriber count. It is Dostal versus Jarry, Chris. It is Dostal versus Jarry. Granlund versus Draisaitl. Off the draw, Anaheim wins it. Trouba will flip it to center. Here comes Seneca, and he's offsides. Or I believe a high stick, actually. My apologies. Muted for now so the kids can sleep. Huh. Hey, you got to do what you got to do, man. Nothing wrong with that at all. Face-off now outside of the Edmonton zone is won back by the Oilers. Connor Murphy to center. Cleared all the way back into the Anaheim zone. That'll be an icing at 16:21. So again, tomorrow we're going to be live. Tomorrow, Flyers and Penguins, and Vegas and Utah. Philadelphia with a chance to become the third series in these playoffs to close out. And Utah can potentially take a 3-1 series lead. Terry up top to Carlson. Shot on there, goes wide. Edmonton will flip it back to center. Podkolzin, 1-on-1, fires it there on Dostal. Battling for it back down low in the corner. Carlson on the right side then, behind the net. Grab back up top then. Murphy. Down low there now for Draisaitl. Pass in front's broken up there by the Ducks. Gauthier to Carlson. Flip to center. Leo Carlson brings it into the zone. At the point. Puck slides back to center. Kapanen. Back for Draisaitl. Kasperi Kapanen in the zone then for Draisaitl. Loops it back around. Pass up top. Then slap shot by Bouchard is denied. Gauthier. Through center up top to Carlson. Carlson fires it. And it's gloved by Jari as Carlson falls into Jari. Not all the way, but hopefully Carlson's okay. I think Jari even was checking on him himself. Hey, what's up, Tim? How we doing? Welcome to the stream, brother. Good to see you. How are you doing? Face off now here in the Edmonton zone. It'll be Granlund taking the draw against Dickinson. Face off won by Anaheim. Trouba shot gloved by Jari. Another attempt here for the Ducks. Shots now are 15-14 in favor of Edmonton. The face-off is won back then by Edmonton. Wallman will dump it to center. On the right side, trying to get that puck down low. And into the Anaheim zone. Lacombe gets it back. Back at Seneca now through center. Granlund will dump it down low. Wallman fighting alongside Killorn. Seneca up top. Shot on there is into the glove of Tristan Jari. Then down to the office for a beer. Hey, that sounds like a fun day. Shots are 15 apiece here in this second period. Sounds like a fun time. Not a fun day. Your day's over. Well, maybe it's been a fun day. I don't know. The Oilers are like in a movie when the hero thinks the villain... Oh, you just got rid of your message. Okay. Face off in the Edmonton zone. One back by Anaheim. Trouba fires it on. That one's blocked. Bouchard fighting now with McTavish. Down low behind the net then Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl clears it all the way back to center. In the neutral zone now, Ekholm battling for it alongside Zellweger. Here's Lacombe. Gets it back behind the net then for the Ducks. Trouba to center. Slides back into the Anaheim zone. Evan Bouchard carries it through center. Pass up top to McDavid. Connor McDavid fires it. And it's gloved by Dostal. Some good saves here by Lucas Dostal. He's been solid since allowing that goal on the power play in the opening period. Now he needs some goal support. Funny how Jari hasn't been good for the Oilers in the regular season. Now Jari is on it today. That's usually how it works. That's usually how it goes. Their goalies are very inconsistent. Face-off here now is won by the Oilers. Down low behind the net then Connor Murphy puts it in front and cleared away. Moore Battling for it now on the right side. Helleson gets it back. Puck slide off the side of the net. Dostal went out to play it. Now Frederick gets it back for Edmonton. Kept in the zone by the Oilers. Down low now in the corner. Moore battling for it. Puck is cleared to center now. Delay penalty against the Oilers. Washy into the zone. Washy pass over. Broken up there. 6-on-5 now for the Ducks. Murphy will grab it and touch it. And we will see another Anaheim power play here in this second period. 13:47 left to go in the second period. Power play. We will step aside for a brief moment. Ducks are headed back to the power play. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. It's greatly appreciated. Glad to see everybody here in the commentary as always. Go Oilers, go. Guys, are the Ducks scoring on this power play? Comment down below. Will the Ducks score on this power play? Yes or no? Will the Ducks score on this power play? Yes or no? Still in commercial break. You don't think so? I'm seeing no. I'm seeing a bunch of no's. Yeah, I got a bunch of no's here in the chat. Daniel is the only one that thinks they'll score. Daniel is the only person who thinks they will score that I see in the chat. All right. Anaheim power play coming up. We will see if they can get themselves on the board with 13:47 to go in this second period. Face off in the Edmonton end. McTavish versus Szymanski. Off the draw, it's won back by Anaheim. Oilers steal it right back, though. Kapanen will play it back down the other way. Lacombe in the Anaheim end. Jackson Lacombe will look for options. Seneca through center. Up top, McTavish. McTavish to Lacombe. Back to Killorn. Killorn on the right side then for the Ducks. Killorn up top then for Lacombe. Lacombe to Cutter Gauthier. Gauthier on the right circle. Down below the line. Up top, Lacombe. Back to McTavish. McTavish to Lacombe. Right side, Gauthier. Gauthier down low then Seneca. Seneca to Gauthier. Cutter Gauthier on the right side. Fires it. And they had Seneca on the back door, but broken up there by the Oilers. And they dump it down the other way. Halfway through the power play. Lacombe to McTavish. Mason McTavish through center. Cross-ice pass, then the Killorn. Killorn below the goal line. Up top, then Lacombe. Waits. Back to McTavish. McTavish clear down low, then to Killorn. Killorn back to Gauthier. Cutter Gauthier throws it up top, then to Lacombe. Lacombe down low then for Gauthier once again. Gauthier waits, fires it. He scores! Cutter Gauthier, top corner on the power play. And they cut the lead in half. It's 2-1. Well, look at that. Look who was the only one that was right. Cutter Gauthier, top corner. It's a Cutter Gauthier power play goal, his third goal of the series. Assisted by Lacombe and Killorn. And don't look now, folks, we have ourselves a hockey game. It is 2-1. Face-off here coming up at center. It'll be Savoy versus Carlson. Face-off one back then by Anaheim. Lacombe. Right side then to Hines, who will dump it down low into the Edmonton zone. Jari trying to clear it around. Stolen back then by Edmonton. Here's Hyman through center. Hyman will backhand it around then behind the net up top. Anaheim regroups. Oilers turn it back over. Savoy, right side. Down low now, pass back then for McDavid. Up top, Mercy a shot. And that one's blocked. Savoy to Murphy. Fires it. That one's blocked. Lacombe on the right side, then back for Troy Terry. Terry through center. Down low now in the corner. Up top then for Minchukov. A shot. Save rebounds in front. Cleared away then by Edmonton. Connor McDavid. Back over then for Hyman. You were just a little late. You were just a little late, Lack. You were just a little late. You were right, though. Just early. Cleared back into the Edmonton zone. Wallman dumps it back into the Anaheim end for an icing at 11-12. Take a little drink of water. Kind of running out of breath. Face off in the Edmonton zone is won back by Anaheim. Minchukov battling for it then with Wallman. Wallman gets it back then for Edmonton. He'll clear it off the boards to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, pass in front, denied. Good save by Lucas Dostal. Wallman to Draisaitl. Back over to Podkolzin, who will dump it down low to the corner. Roslovic. Right side then for Draisaitl. Draisaitl will fight with Minchukov up top, then Wallman. Wallman to Draisaitl. Up top, Wallman waits as the puck slides back down low to the corner. Up top, Murphy. Behind the net then to Roslovic. Roslovic. Back over then for Dickinson. Broken up by Anaheim, who will backhand it all the way back into the Edmonton zone. Icing. $10:18 to go in the second period. We're halfway through the game and the period. The Ducks have gotten themselves on the score sheet. It was Cutter Gauthier from Lacombe and Killorn. Face-off coming up here now in the Anaheim zone. Granlund versus McDavid. Face-off won by Edmonton. Ekholm. Cross-ice pass up top then. Bouchard to Ekholm. Ekholm. Down low for McDavid. Cleared around them behind the net to McDavid. Oilers will regroup. Connor McDavid down low to Nugent Hopkins. Nuge loses the puck. Oilers recover. Up top, Bouchard to Ekholm. Ekholm will dump it around behind the net back to McDavid. Intercepted then by Minchukov, who battles for it down low in the corner. Minchukov fighting with Savoy. Killorn back down low then for Savoy. Savoy will play it up top to the point. Bouchard to Ekholm. Bouchard. Right side then, McDavid. McDavid up top, Ekholm. Cross pass Bouchard. Bouchard comes down the left side. Pass over then. Ekholm a shot. Denied by Dostal. Savoy pass in front. And McDavid a chance there, goes wide. Connor McDavid up top. Ekholm shoots it. And that one's wide as well. Kept in the zone by McDavid once again. Down low now, getting it back is Carlson, who will flip it to center. Now Granlund fighting with Bouchard. Seneca fires it into the chest of Tristan Jarry. Cutter Gauthier, power play goal. He cuts the lead in half in this second period. And it is 2-1. Shots 19-16 in favor of Anaheim. Oilers lead 2-1. And you weren't going to keep Anaheim off the score sheet for very long. And that they could not do. Feels like we've had a million commentary clips today. Stay tuned for after the game, our recap of all the games that happened today, as well as our top performers. And you will also see a video talking about the Los Angeles Kings and their elimination. So that is coming tomorrow here as well. I also have shorts planned for Brandon Hagel and Brady Tkachuk. That'll come out at some point this week. And then again, the long-form videos, our off-season outlook videos, will come out soon as well. Hopefully, I'll be able to get them out starting tomorrow. $8:59 to go here in the second period. We are back in Anaheim. All right, face-off coming up here, I believe, in the Edmonton zone. It'll be Paling taking the draw against Lazar. What's my favorite series so far besides the Flyers? Stars Wild, by far. I have loved Stars Wild. Face-off in the Edmonton end. It'll be McTavish taking the draw against Lazar. It's won back by the Oilers. Nurse to center. Grab back then by Frederick. Cleared all the way back into the Anaheim zone. And an icing with 8:46 to go. Who's going to score the next goal? Any guesses? I will say Anaheim ties it from Troy Terry. What's up, Trevor? I'm doing good. How are you, bro? Welcome to the stream. Fourth game of the day. Face-off in the Edmonton end is won back by the Oilers. Nurse to Murphy, battling for it down low then with Kreider. On the right side, Lazar. Back to Nurse. Nurse backhanded off the boards to center, or at least they try and get it there. Nurse fighting with Paling. There as well as McTavish. McTavish will throw it up top then. Trouba. Cross ice to Lacombe. Lacombe then for Kreider, a shot. Down low now, pass in front. Broken up there. Up top, Trouba fires it. And that one's blocked. Oilers will clear it back to center. Here's Cutter Gauthier. In his own zone, tipping it back down low into the Edmonton end. Good morning, JJ. How we doing? Puck is cleared back into the Anaheim zone. Carlson dumps it around behind the net then. Ahead for Mintyukov. Through center now, Terry. Carlson fires it into the chest of Jarry. And now some physicality between Wallman and I think that's Terry. Yeah, Terry. Like squinting's going to do anything. Please, nobody screenshot that. That was a horrible photo. Face off in the Edmonton zone. Oh my God, I just saw that on my screen beside me. That looks so bad in that. Gauthier. Right side then to Terry. Terry up top to Michukov. Cross ice pass then for Carlson. Broken up then by Kapanen. Kasperi Kapanen will backhand it off the boards to center. Wallman to Draisaitl. Draisaitl will dump it down low into the Anaheim zone. Battling for that puck now on the right side. Bouchard back to center. Hey, Nurby with the $10 dono. Thank you, Nurby. You guys have been incredible with your donations this today. Probably over like $90 you guys have donated to me. Thank you all so much for your support today. Thank you, Nurby. Less than 7 minutes to go. In the Anaheim zone, Granlund battling for now with Michukov. Down low is McDavid. Cleared around to the right side then. Carlson will flip it to center. Ekholm. Back then for Granlund. Granlund comes into the zone looking for options. Tied up there and poke checked away to center. Here's Lacombe. Right side, he'll dump it down low. Ekholm. Fighting with Killorn. Bouchard. Trying to dump that one behind the net then back to Seneca. Seneca for Hyman. Washi battling for now on the right side. Bouchard back down low then for Ekholm. Matthias Ekholm then for Bouchard. Yeah, bro, we're 80 away from 1,000 in the dough. That's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Trouba off the boards to center. More on the right side then. Here's Lacombe. Jackson Lacombe with some room. Comes in, broken up. Back in there. Just wide. I think that went off the post. Down low now behind the net then Vale. Will clear that one back into the Anaheim zone. I don't think he meant to do that. Murphy to Dickinson. Chip back down low now into the Anaheim end. Around the right side then trying to play that one to center is Terry. Broken up then by the Oilers. Dickinson to Murphy. Cross ice pass then to Darnell Nurse. Nurse will dump it down low here into the Anaheim end. Lacombe for McTavish. Battling for it on the right side then. And grabbed back by Hellison behind the net. Drew Hellison. Cross ice pass then for McTavish, who will dump it down low into the Edmonton zone. Wallman for Szymanski. Paling fighting with Wallman down low in the corner. Kreider fighting now with Szymanski here on the right side. Picked up then by Edmonton, who will bank it off the boards and all the way back into the Anaheim zone. Hines off the boards then now Terry. Pass back to Kreider. Kreider to Hines. Carlson fires that one wide. On the right side then with it now is McTavish. As Wallman falls down to his feet. Curtis Lazar will back in and down low into the Anaheim zone. 4 minutes to go here in the second period. This period's flying by fast. Carlson will regroup now in the Anaheim zone. Hines on the right side then for the Ducks. We'll dump it down low into the Edmonton end. Murphy over then for Podkolzin. Draisaitl. Cross ice pass. Broken up then by Anaheim. Gauthier. Deeks through the D. Terry to Granlund. Granlund below the line. Behind the net now Terry battling forward with Bouchard. Bouchard then for Kapanen. Kapanen. 3-on-2. Draisaitl. Pass back then for Podkolzin. Puck will go wide of Dostal. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. We're 30 subs away from 6,300. Ekholm will dump it down low into the Anaheim zone. Michukov behind the net, battling forward down low with Hyman. Up top now with it is Bouchard. Broken up then by the Ducks. Seneca. Up top then, here's Killorn, shot. And that one's blocked. Back at Seneca. He's knocked off the puck by Hyman. They want a penalty, and they will get one. Power play coming up for the Anaheim Ducks as Seneca was taken out by Zach Hyman, and that'll result in a Ducks power play. Goaltending duel might be Vasi Dobish. It's been a good duel in that game, in that series. Penalty coming up against the Oilers in a power play for Anaheim and a chance to tie the game with 3 minutes to go here in the third period. Again, guys, we'll be live tomorrow for both games tomorrow. Philadelphia-Pittsburgh Game 5 and Mammoth Golden Knights Game 4. We will be live for both tomorrow. It should be a fun day of hockey. What's up, LeBlanc? Oh man, gotta shave. I've said that like 5 times, haven't I? It's been a long day. Let me ramble. Hey, Jay Woodcroft. Coaching against his former team. Anaheim power play. Was the former Oilers coach from 2021 to 2023. I remember those days. Remember that start in 23-24? Face-off coming up here now. It's going to be in the Edmonton zone. Power play for the Ducks. A chance to tie the game. Paling versus Dickinson. Seneca gets it back then for Anaheim up top to Jackson Lacombe. Lacombe to McTavish. Down low Seneca. Right side Killorn. Up top Lacombe. Lacombe to Cutter Gauthier. Cross ice pass to McTavish. McTavish to Killorn in front. And that one goes back down low. McTavish. Right side then for Seneca. Darnell Nurse battling forward as well. Here's Lacombe to Gauthier. Cutter Gauthier, cross ice pass then down low into the Edmonton zone. Murphy tried to clear McTavish up top, then Lacombe. Lacombe up top. Carries it now below the line. Lacombe will get it up top then for Cutter Gauthier. Gauthier waits to Lacombe up top. Back to McTavish. Fires it. And that one goes wide there of Jari. Gauthier to Lacombe. Back then for Seneca. Seneca intercepted there by the Oilers. They will get it to center. Dickinson will backhand it there. Grab back then by McTavish once again. McTavish to Seneca. Seneca through his legs. Will loop it back around then. Up top. Gauthier denied by Jari. .48 seconds to go on the Anaheim power play. 1:47 remaining in the second. Edmonton leads the Ducks 2-1. Face-off coming up here now in the Edmonton zone. Carlson versus McDavid. Face-off won back by the Oilers. Bouchard will clear it off the boards and all the way back into the Anaheim zone. John Carlson in the Ducks' end. Shots 23-17. Troy Terry through center. Terry brings it in. Up top then, Granlund. Cross-ice pass to Kreider. Kreider up top, Carlson. Back to Granlund. Granlund to Carlson. Granlund in front. He scores! Mikael Granlund. Another power play goal. And the Ducks have tied the game. Mikael Granlund on the power play, assisted by both of the Carlsons. We are tied at 2. This place is electric here in Honda Center. It'll be it'll be Vale. Facing off now against Lazar. Battling for it now at center. Lacombe comes back and regroups. Trouba will chip it up and out of play. Well, I mean, Lakshay, they're going home either way, whether they win or lose. There's going to be a game 5 at home. So, I don't mean to be that guy, but they're going home regardless. Because there'll be a game 5 in Edmonton. Face off here, one back then by the Ducks. Lacombe will dump it down low into the Edmonton zone for an icing. Last minute of play here in the second period. Not brothers, John Carlson and Leo Carlson, Michael. Build a team of Carlsons. Face off now in the Anaheim zone. It's a tie-up in the Anaheim end. McDavid trying to get that one free. Cleared back up top then to center. Wallman. Back over then for Bouchard. Bouchard will try and dump it down low. It's grabbed back down by the Ducks. Here's Trouba. Right side. Down low to Moore. Moore will dump it around then behind the net. Vale. Poke checked away. Edmonton will backhand this one to center. Through the neutral zone, Wallman. To Draisaitl. Shipped away to center. Less than 30 seconds to go. Carlson trying to clear that one to center. It's grabbed back then by Washi. Washi on the right side. Washi will throw it down low then behind the net to Seneca. Back at Seneca. At the line. Will regroup with that puck. He'll backhand it around behind the net then to Granlund. Granlund tied up then in the corner. Getting it back is Bouchard and the time winds down. That will do it for period number 2 as Bouchard gets into it there with Seneca and the physicality continues. End of 40. The Anaheim Ducks have tied the game. It was Cutter Gauthier who made it a 2-1 game in the first half and Granlund who made it a 2-2 game in the second half. We are tied heading into a very interesting third period coming up. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We will be back for period number 3 momentarily. This is the countdown till the third. Thank you all for tuning in. We are 29 subs away from 6,300. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. And you enjoy the commentaries. Be greatly appreciated. All right. I am going to go to the bathroom really quick, guys. Oh, I just paused my screen. Isn't that great? All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, guys. I will be right back. Alrighty, everyone, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. To use the bathroom here super quick. Prana hits, Rockets are looking like a lock. Ducks came back, and I'm loving it. What year was it the Ducks won the Cup? 2007. The year I was born, 2007. Sorry to make everybody feel old. Paling point for $600. You better hope Paling scores like the game-winning goal.
This is MLB umpire Kerwin Danley.
Are changes coming for the Bills? 4 days ago in Chicago, Dave Dombrowski said the Phillies were not pondering a change with manager Rob Thompson. But after another series loss in Atlanta, the questions are only getting louder because the same problem popped up again on Sunday. Aaron Nola gave up 6 runs in the first 2 innings. Phillies pitchers have allowed 2 or more runs in an inning 44 times this year. That's the most in baseball. The last Phillies team to do that this early in a season was the 1956 club. Then there's the
Go Ducks.
Jay throws it up top, then to Lacombe. Lacombe down low then for Gauthier once again. Gauthier waits, fires it. He scores! Cutter Gauthier! Top corner on the power play. And they cut the lead in half. It's 2-1.
What does it take for the Leafs? Well, the Leafs got to make the playoffs, first of all.
Guess how much of a $1 million salary you would keep in these states? Florida. I know that.
How's the energy? How are we feeling right now? Good.
Bees and 6. Go Bees! Darley is a couldn't feel any more confident. We need Pasternak to play both ends. He's kind of been dragging his feet. Feeling unwelcome. Birds are about to smack the Sabres, so I'm pretty pumped.
I see a lot of yellow. Is it?
You find the perfect home and ask the bank for more.
What is my name? My name's Evan. My name is Evan. I just go by Nordic. Search him with a $10 dono. Long day, little token of appreciation for your hard work hanging in there. Thank you, brother. I'm feeling good. You guys got any more for me? You wanted me to stream the AHL games tonight? Want me to go stream KHL? I'm feeling good. Thank you, Sirs, and I appreciate it, man. It's really weird because like last week I was dying. Like I was dying after the first couple days of games. Like Monday through Wednesday were rough. Thursday was kind of rough, just for my voice. Ever since then, I've been fine. Like I feel like this is my first game of the day. Like that's how good I feel right now. It's really weird. I don't know what caused that, but it's been really weird today. Really weird day. But thank you, Sirs, and I appreciate that, brother. I mean, again, the amount of donations you guys have given me, even today alone, has been awesome. My point of view in the off season. Well, first off, get a new GM. I hope you get that top 5 pick. That'd be good to see. Top 5 pick would be optimal for Toronto. Ideally, I feel like you need to fix your defensive structure. Whether that's getting rid of somebody on the back end or firing a coach. You got to fix that defensive structure because that defensive structure was terrible. The health of your goalies, too. And also, that culture really needs to be fixed, too. You can stream the Ottawa Senators locker clean-out day. Yep. We need the Oilers to come back. Who do I think will win the Cup? I picked Dallas. I picked Dallas to win the Cup.
A second and a half difference between the power play and the game clock.
Leafs need to move on from Matthews' lack of heart. Yeah. Did I post the Gauthier power play goal? I got distracted. All right. No, I did not. Everyone calling you mad for saying Dallas will win the Cup. Calling you mad? Oh, like crazy. Here's the problem with Dallas. They have three 5-on-5 goals through 4 games of the series. And keep in mind, like they've scored over 70% of their goals in these postseason on the power play. Like that is freaking nuts. 3 5-on-5 goals. If Minnesota stays out of the box, they win the series. They'll win game 5. If they stay out of the box like they did in game 1, they will win the series. I'm confident they'll win the series. Dallas scored all their goals in game 4 on the power play. Like, that's the only thing that I see with Dallas that is a real flaw. Honestly, that's a real flaw with that team. Get McDavid in the blue and white. That sounds like a horrible idea. Everyone in Calgary is in uproar with the Flames' future. Calgary's got a good future. High draft pick will help out for sure. What about the Avalanche? The Avalanche are up there too. I've loved how they've played defensively. Scott Wedgwood has been literally a wall. Wedgwood's been absolutely incredible. So I love the way that they've played Wedgwood. Dallas missing Sagan and Hintz. Yeah, it definitely shows. I agree, JJ. But Colorado's in a good position. They're in a good spot. Don't forget, at the end of this commentary tonight, we will have our recap of all the games that will be posted, our top performers, as well as our LA Kings elimination video. So 3 more videos coming out tonight before the end of the day. It's been a grind, but you guys keep watching them, so I'll keep making them. I know, right, Rex? What's up, bro? I'm assuming you're not at the game today. That might be too expensive for you, but it's been a fun game to watch. Good to see them come back. I'll spend next round, bro. The resale market is at the Ponda. You'll go to round 2 if they make it. What about the Flyers? I don't think so. Not this year. Even as a Flyers fan myself, I don't think so. I don't see it happening. I don't think they're going to be able to beat the Canes, honestly, let alone go further than that. I don't think they can beat the Canes. I think whoever wins the Colorado versus whoever series, Colorado versus Dallas vs. Minnesota, is going to the final. And then in the Eastern Conference, it feels so wide open. It's literally Carolina's to take. If they lose, anybody wins. Anyone. Obviously, but still. Like, I think either of Tampa, Buffalo, or Montreal, like, they can go to the final. Maybe Buffalo's the third, and I'm on the edge with them, but still. Like, they played Boston really well. All right, third period coming up in 5 minutes, guys. Stay tuned for the third coming up. Potentially the last period of the day. We'll see if it is. Carolina got it, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. All right, just updating the all-time stat sheet real quick, guys. Third period coming up in 2.5 minutes. Dallas-Buffalo rematch. That'd be a fun series to watch. Connor McDavid becomes the first player in Watch with Nordic history to have 50 points in live commentary history. For those who don't know, we keep track. I have a spreadsheet next to me where I keep track of all the stats through all the commentaries we've commentated. Connor McDavid, 15 goals, 35 assists for 50 points in live commentary streams. Kind of a little bit of a nerdy thing that I do. So when I say that I'm updating the all-time stat sheet, I'm updating the all-time stat sheet. Give me a player. Give me a player in the comment section. I'll tell you guys how many points he has when I live stream him. Give me a player in the comment section. I will tell you how many points he has when I stream him. Or her. There was a couple of female games, a couple of women's games we've streamed. Connor needs to move teams for the cup. Alrighty, everyone, let's get ready for the start of period number 3 between the Anaheim Ducks and the Edmonton Oilers. Second period recap. Goals were scored by Cutter Gauthier and Mikael Granlund, making it a 2-2 hockey game after 40 minutes of play. Brady Tkachuk in live commentary streams. I'll tell you his stats here in a moment, then we got to get ready for the third. Brady Tkachuk's live commentary stats. Hang on a second, just updating this real quick. All right. Brady Tkachuk's live commentary stats. Tkachuk has 7 goals, 9 assists, 16 points. Kaprizov in live commentary streams, 8 goals, 10 assists, 18 points. All right. Anyway, got to get ready for the third. I didn't realize how much time there was when I asked that. Sorry. All right. Period number 3 between the Edmonton Oilers and the Anaheim Ducks. And we are underway. Face-off is won back then into the Edmonton zone. Oilers will grab it and dump it into the Ducks' end. Dostal out of his own net to play that puck. Cleared back to center. Here's Granlund. We'll dump it down low into the Edmonton zone. Minchukov in the Anaheim zone. Back down low then for Karlsson. Karlsson will carry it through center then for Anaheim. Killorn. Cross-ice pass to Seneca's shot. Saved by Jari. Here's Darnell Nurse, who will try and clear it off the boards to the center. They'll get it there. Jackson Lacombe. Right side then broken up by the Oilers. Roslovic. Down low shot on save. Rebounds there. Denied by Dostal was Jason Dickinson. Trouba battling for it on the right side. Then Leo Carlsson takes it back then for Anaheim. Wallman on the right side then for Edmonton. Back down low with it here. Cleared back and down into the Anaheim end. Through to center. Getting it back is Wallman. Broken up then by the Ducks. Karlsson, poke checked away. Penalty coming up against the Oilers. Another power play for Anaheim. Another one. And the physicality continues to intensify as these two teams get into some pushing and shoving down low in the corner. Shots 25-19 in favor of the Ducks. It was Wallman who was interfered with Wallman who interfered with Karlsson. And that'll result in another Anaheim Ducks power play. Things just got really, really interesting. The Ducks have scored both their goals today on the power play. Will they get the third? And the go-ahead goal, we will find out. Face-off here in the Oilers' end. Dickinson against McTavish. Face-off won by Anaheim. Lacombe. Back to McTavish. McTavish waits. Takes it below the line. Pass over, then broken up. Poke checked away by Edmonton. They will backhand that one all the way down into the Anaheim zone. Dostal will give it back then to Lacombe. Jackson Lacombe through center. Gauthier will dump it down low. Behind the net then McTavish. Right side to Gauthier. Gauthier down low then for McTavish. McTavish up top for Lacombe. Lacombe to McTavish. Waits. Pass up top corner in front. Denied, rebounds there and cleared away. Gauthier back to Lacombe. Lacombe to McTavish. Waits. Fires it. And that was denied by Jari. And out of play. Great opportunity there by Killorn in front. But Tristan Jarry, despite, obviously, again, the game being tied, he's been good today. Neither of the goals have been on him. Don't take penalties. The Wallman penalty, the penalty that's going on right now was really stupid. He did not have to take that. Face-off one with the Ducks. Carlson to Terry. Troy Terry on the right side, below the line and up top. Carlson. Intercepted by Edmonton. 2-on-1. It's Dickinson with Kapanen. Dickinson fires it into the chest of Dostal and grabbed back by Anaheim. Granlund. Cross ice pass to Kreider. Kreider into the zone. Granlund waits. Fires it. Denied by Jarry. Carlson will cycle the puck. Down low, Granlund. Shot on there is blocked. Edmonton will get it back to center. Carlson now will regroup. He'll drop it back for Leo. Leo through center. Back then to Granlund. And a whistle blown dead for an offsides. You got to give credit where it's due. Tristan Jarry has stopped a lot of the opportunities that have come his way. Face-off coming up now outside of the Edmonton zone. Szymanski versus Gauthier. Face-off won by Edmonton. McTavish tries to come into the zone. Poke checked all the way back into the Anaheim zone. Szymanski fighting on the right side then for Killorn. Alex Killorn now through center. Killorn takes it behind the net. Clears it back over then for McTavish. McTavish to Lacombe. Lacombe to Seneca. Seneca behind the net then for Edmonton. McTavish battling for it in the corner. Szymanski will backhand this one up top. Power play is over. And a whistle blown dead at 16:37. And a penalty coming up against the Ducks. Oilers will get the next power play now. Power play coming up for the Edmonton Oilers. And this could not come at a more crucial time. Face-off won by Edmonton. Bouchard fires it. He scores! Top corner it in. Evan Bouchard right as the power play begins. It's 3-2 Edmonton. The Oilers have reclaimed the lead here in the third period. 16:33 to go. It's Evan Bouchard who rips it top corner. His first goal of the playoffs. It's 3-2 Oilers. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. This game is not over yet. Evan Bouchard, power play goal. The 21st of his playoff career. Cleared back down low then into the Anaheim zone. Ducks get it back in their own end. Lacombe. Behind the net now for Anaheim. It was a power play goal, Crunchy. It was a power play goal. Right after the Anaheim power play, the Oilers got a power play. Here's Lacombe, who will dump it down low. Ekholm cleared off the boards then to center. It was a Bouch bomb. You're right about that. Lacombe, cross ice pass, then the paling. Poke checked away there by Edmonton. Lazar for Frederick. Frederick will fire it there wide of Dostal. Trying to throw a pass in front, Roslovic. Cleared back around then to the right side. Shot there goes all the way back to center. Back at Seneca. Into the zone. Broken up then by Edmonton. Cleared back down low into the corner, then getting it back is Jake Wallman. Wallman will dump it ahead into the Oilers, into the Anaheim end. About 5 minutes gone here in this third period. Evan Bouchard gives the Oilers a 3-2 lead. It's the third time. Here's Seneca. Back on the right side, then down low for Murphy. Murphy. Back over then to Draisaitl. Draisaitl cross ice past the cabin and fires it. And that one goes wide there of Dostal. Anaheim will reclaim at center. Paling will dump it down low into the Edmonton zone. Murphy battling for on the right side, then Draisaitl. Up top then, Trouba shoots it, blocked. Draisaitl cleared off the boards to center. Trouba for Gauthier. Cross ice pass into Jackson Lacombe, who will dump it down low into the Edmonton end. Darnell Nurse will back in around behind the net, then stolen back then by Anaheim. Terry up top. Minchukov back down low now into the corner. Here's Vasily Podkolzin. Podkolzin here down low in the corner trying to play this puck. Throw it up top then to Carlson. Carlson will backhand this one down low. Minchukov to John Carlson, who will slap shot it down low into the Edmonton zone. Wallman. Right side then for Emberson. Emberson ahead then for Dickinson. Broken up. Washi into the zone. Washi fires it. Save there. Rebounds in front. And it's in the crease. And taken away then by the Oilers. Cleared off the boards and back into the Anaheim zone. Dickinson fighting with Hines. Down low then now with it is Lacombe. Dickinson behind the net. Thrown back up top. Cross ice pass to Wallman, a shot. And that one's blocked. Jeffrey Vale on the right side. Will chip it off the boards back down low to the corner. Hines to Hellison. Hellison will try and dump it down low now. Wallman takes it back. Ahead then for McDavid, who backhands it down low. Dostal battling forward then with Kreider. Hines in the corner. Cleared off the boards. Kept in then by Edmonton. Hines will dump it around behind the net. Ducks trying to clear all loose. Keeping it Savoy. A shot goes wide there of Dostal. Down low now in the corner. Hellison will throw it all the way back into the Edmonton zone for an icing. We will step aside. Actually, no, we won't. Never mind, it's an icing. You do not step aside in icings. Forgot about that. Most multi-point playoff games by an Oilers defenseman in their career. Evan Bouchard has tied Paul Coffey for that record. Cleared back down low into the Edmonton zone. Darnell Nurse battling forward alongside Killorn. Up top then Trouba. Cross the pass to Lacombe, a shot. That one goes up in the air and wide. Trouba back over then for Darnell Nurse. And a whistle blown dead at 12:27 for a hand pass. Shots 28-21 in favor of Anaheim. Evan Bouchard, his first goal of this year's playoffs, is 3-2 Oilers. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. Brings more people to the comments. We're 26 subs away from 6,300. Who's taking this one? I think I said the Oilers would. I said the Oilers would bounce back and win Game 4, and so far they've done so. It hasn't been easy, but they have. What's up, JJ Karen? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Oh my goodness. All right. 3-2 Edmonton here with 12:27 to go in the third period. Face off here in the Edmonton end. McTavish versus Draisaitl. It is not over yet, folks. It is not over yet. Face off here in the Edmonton end with 12:27 to go. Lots of hockey left to be played. McTavish taking the draw against Dickinson. Face off is a tie up, then one back by Edmonton, who will clear it to center. Minchukov. Cross ice pass in the Carlson, who will fire it down low into the Edmonton zone. Puck will slide back to center. Carlson clears it down low. And up and out of play with 12:07 to go. Again, guys, we'll be live tomorrow. Flyers and Penguins. Mammoth and Golden Knights. Face-off at center is won by Anaheim. Trouba off the boards then for Leo Carlson, who will dump it down low into the Edmonton zone. Carlson gets it back then for the Ducks. Up top then Lacombe. Around the right side will fire it down low into the corner. Nurse off the boards to Murphy. Lacombe on the right side. Jackson Lacombe down low in the corner. Draisaitl in front. Turnover forced there by Carlson. They poke check it away. And back all the way to center. Here's Lacombe. Back over then for Seneca. Seneca through center. They'll dump it down low into the Edmonton zone. Emberson cleared back around to the right side. Hellison will dump it down low into the Edmonton zone. Shots 28-21 in favor of Anaheim, as they've been these last few minutes. 9 minutes gone. Hyman. Down low then Wallman. Back over then for Dickinson. On the right side trying to get that one free. Hyman down low in the corner. Shot on there is intercepted there by Anaheim. Kreider to Killorn. Cross ice pass. Dumped into the zone by Hines. Emberson for Wallman. Wallman back on the right side, and Emberson trying to poke check it ahead. Anaheim will dump it down low. Nugent Hopkins cleared to center. Washi regroups in the Anaheim end as we approach the halfway mark of period number 3. Shot there by McDavid is denied there by Dostal. Nugent Hopkins fighting on the right side then with Carlson. Ekholm back over to Nuge. Here in the Anaheim zone, Carlson. Back over then to Terry. Terry back to McTavish. Kind of been a back and forth between these two sides. Anaheim will move it through center. Paling, cross back. Kreider, a shot. Denied there by Jari. Puck is cleared all the way back into the Anaheim zone. And an icing at 9:31 against Edmonton. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. Brings more people into the wonderful commentary. We're 25 subs away from 6,300. Your guys' support has been unmatched in these playoffs. Face-off one back by Anaheim. Shot on is into the chest of Tristan Jarry. We are just over halfway through period number 3. The Ducks now have 30 shots on goal in this one. Tristan Jarry's had a well-played game tonight. It's 3-2 Edmonton. Much more defensive-rounded game here. Do I think it ends 4-3 or 4-2? I think 4-2. 4-2. I prefer D2 of Mighty Ducks. D2 of Mighty Ducks was my favorite. The first one was good too, though. You think we're going to get overtime? Daniel thinks we get overtime. Some of us work, no overtime, please. I got school tomorrow, but it's all good. I'm going to be up late anyway. I'll be up late anyway. We'll be live tomorrow. Both games tomorrow. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Utah, Vegas. Face-off coming up here now in the Edmonton zone. It'll be Draisaitl versus Karlsson. Face-off one back then by the Oilers. Nurse to center. Lazar battling forward in the corner. Cleared back down low into the Anaheim end. Lacombe back over then for Trouba. 11 minutes gone here in this third period. The Oilers are 9 minutes away from tying the series. Podkolzin then for Kapanen. Trouba down low in the corner. Back over to Gauthier. Clear to center. Nurse will dump it back down low. Lacombe to center. Tipped away then by Karlsson back into the Edmonton end. Wallman regroups in his own zone. Wallman dumps it into the Anaheim end. Mintyukov on the right side then for Seneca. Back at Seneca trying to clear it to center. Mintyukov to Granlund. Szymanski will backhand it down low. 8:20 to go in the third. Karlsson cleared around the boards then. Granlund. Cross-ice pass to Seneca. 3-on-2. Seneca shoots it. Saved by Jarry. Rebounds in front. Denied there as well. Edmonton gets it back to center. Here's Frederick. Fires it. Denied there. Covered up by Dostal in front. Good chances on both sides. The goalies, despite one being better than the other, they've both been phenomenal tonight. Played the way they've had to. They made the saves they've had to. It's been impressive. It's been impressive to watch. Who has the puck more often in this period? I feel like Anaheim has, kind of, even though Edmonton's leading. Ekholm dumps it around behind the net, then to McDavid. At the point, Oilers will dump it down low. I feel like it's been kind of even, actually. Trouba off the boards then for more. Puck goes up in the air. Paling through his legs, and that's offsides. And I forgot to start my clock. My bad. Today, all the visitor teams have won. You're right, actually. Yeah, you're correct. So, seems like it's trending that way. The Oilers have won 6 straight game 4s. Will they make it 7 today? Face-off won by Edmonton. They'll chip it off the boards and out of play. Think Anaheim will score? We'll see, Ariane. Upset weekend? Kind of. Face-off at center, McDavid versus Granlund. Tie-up one back then by the Oilers. Bouchard will chip it to center. It goes back into the Anaheim end. Lacombe behind the net. Chipped off the boards then Seneca. Through the neutral zone, Lacombe. He'll dump it down low. Ekholm in the Edmonton end. Grabbed back by Bouchard, who will dump it to center. And all the way back into the Anaheim zone for an icing. Now 7:12 to go as we slowly wind down the clock. Yes, he is related to LeBron James. LeBlanc is related to LeBron James. He is. Face-off in the Edmonton end is won back by the Oilers. Bouchard will clear it off the boards to center. Carlson carries it into the zone back to Vale. Vale fires it into the chest of Jari. Tristan Jari, 33 shots tonight, faced 31 saves. You talk about needing a change. Connor Ingram was not pretty in Game 3. We didn't watch all of Game 3, but he was not the greatest in the world in the bonus coverage we did on Friday. It felt like a change had to be made, and a change has been made. Jari tonight, .939 save percentage. And sometimes you see this. Sometimes guys adjust. Cleared back down behind the net then. Here's Wallman. Off the boards, Frederick. Kept in the zone by Lacombe. Stolen back then by Draisaitl. Draisaitl kept by Lacombe. Moore. Up top. Moore. Shoots it. Blocked. Rebounds there. Carlson drive. Just wide. Washi. On the right side. Up to Carlson. Crosses past then to Lacombe. Lacombe. At the point. Carlson a shot. See if everyone's there. They score! It's Jeffrey Veal. We are tied. I apologize to all the Oilers fans. I jinxed you. I apologize. I am sorry. I jinxed it. Jeffrey Veal. We are tied at 3 apiece. His second goal of this series. Assisted by Carlson. There's a multi-point game for John Carlson. And Jackson Lacombe. Well, there you go. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Puck goes up and out of play with 6:24 to go. Honda Center is on their feet. Face off here, cleared back into the Edmonton zone. Darnell Nurse. Off the boards then for Hyman. The Stream's behind Crimson. The Stream is behind. Trouba. Cleared around the boards. Lacombe. Below the line then back to Trouba. Jacob Trouba now on the right side will throw it to center. Here comes Paling. Paling down low, tipped in the air into the corner. Murphy. On the right side to center. Here's Hyman. We'll dump that one in past Dostal. Hyman will fire it wide. McDavid. Back off the boards then. Killorn. Poke checked to the center. Seneca. 2-on-2. Seneca to Carlson. Pass over. Denied by Jari. And he makes the stop. Tristan Jarry's faced 35 shots tonight. Jeffrey Vail had 6 goals in 99 career regular season games. And he has 2 goals in back-to-back games. We are tied at 3 apiece. Shots 35-25 in favor of Anaheim. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. We might get some bonus coverage. We are 25 subs away from 6,300. We're at 59 likes as well. I'm hungry. I'm not going to lie. Crimson, stop spamming. Crimson, stop spamming, please. Oh, there's my goat, Scott Van Pelt. How we doing, buddy? Scott Van Pelt. Who won the NBA games today? If the Oilers lose in round 1, is that how quickly is Stan Bowman going to be fired? Hopefully immediately. I look dead. It's a long day. I feel great. I may look dead, but I feel good. Face off in the Edmonton end. Bouchard fighting now with Killorn. Battling for now down low in the corner. Seneca alongside Ekholm. Cleared all the way back to center. Trouba to Lacombe. Lacombe over then down low. Trouba to Jackson Lacombe, who regroups in his own end. Jacob Trouba now looks for options. Cross-ice pass to Seneca. Seneca up top. 5 minutes to go here in this third period. We're in crunch time, baby. Carlson a shot. That one's blocked. McDavid, one-on-one with Seneca. Now Bouchard joins him. McDavid gets around the D. Comes in. Denied by Dostal, who reaches the pad. Edmonton keeps it in the zone. Frederick, right side. Up top, Bouchard a shot. It's behind the net. McDavid pass in front, and it goes wide. Nurse. And a whistle blown dead here for a hand pass. 4:39 to go in the third period. We are tied at 3 apiece. It ain't overtime yet, Douglas. It ain't overtime yet. Great save by Lucas Dostal on McDavid. That was phenomenal. Wow. What a stop. Face off now in the Anaheim end. Shots 35-26. Szymanski versus Paling. Face off won by Anaheim. Chipped off the boards and back into the Edmonton zone. Jari. Right side then battling forward with McTavish. Up top, Anaheim. Lacombe. Will backhand it down low to the corner. Kreider. Behind the net with Szymanski. Kreider up top, then Trouba. Fires it. And glove by Jari. The 36th shot of the game that Jari has faced. He's faced a lot. Face off now in the Edmonton zone. It'll be Frederick versus Washi. The face-off is won back by Anaheim. Fire down low into the corner, Darnell Nurse. Draisaitl. Ahead then for Frederick. Frederick fires it. That one's blocked. Carlson to Washi, who will flip it down low. Darnell Nurse in the Edmonton zone. Chip to Draisaitl. Back over then to Lacombe in the final 4 minutes of play here in the third. Lacombe to Carlson. John Carlson moves it through center. I agree, Michael. I agree. Dumped in there on Jari. He'll make the save. Wallman behind the Edmonton net will clear it to center. Lacombe regroups in the Ducks end. Trouba. Cross ice pass then for Seneca. Cleared down low then again into the Edmonton zone. Wallman off the boards. Emberson to center. Here's Dickinson, who will dump it down low into the Anaheim end. Trouba to center. Puck will slide back into the Edmonton zone. And no icing. Matthias Ekholm in the Edmonton end. Ekholm then for Bouchard will chip it down low into the Anaheim zone. Carlson dumps it around the right sides then to Seneca, back to center. Into the Edmonton zone. Killorn fighting with Bouchard. Bouchard trying to get that one free. Granlund clears it down low to the corner of the Bouchard. Back then to Nugent Hopkins. Up top. Anaheim will dump it down low into the corner. Ekholm. Right side then for Edmonton. Bouchard will dump it to center. Carlson in the Anaheim zone. Michukov to Carlson. Chipped back into the Edmonton end. Connor Murphy will dump it around the right side. Emberson battling now with Lacombe. Cleared all the way back into the Anaheim zone. 2 minutes to go in the third period. Jacob Trouba back for Kreider. Kreider down low then battling forward with McTavish. McTavish up top. Draisaitl steals it right back. Here come the Oilers the other way. Kapanen to Draisaitl. Draisaitl loops it back around. Draisaitl waits for options. Pass back over then. Comes out of the zone and back to center. 1:30 remaining now. Evan Bouchard will chip it off the boards down low. Hyman fighting with Michukov. In the corner, Washi's there battling for it as well. Viel will dump it to center. All the way back into the Edmonton end. Wallman, right side to Bouchard. Chipped off the boards to center. Last minute of play in regulation coming up. Carlson in the Anaheim zone. Carlson moves it through center. Loses the puck. Out of the box then into the bench. Here's Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. McDavid comes in the front. Denied. Runs in the crease. And cleared by Dostal. Last minute of play in regulation. Here come the Ducks. Terry to Gauthier. On the right side, up top. Then Lacombe fanned on the puck. Another chance. Denied by Jari. Murphy will dump it to center. Lacombe to Trouba, who will dump it down low with 30 seconds to go. Draisaitl to Murphy. Cleared off the boards. And up top to Trouba. Dump back in there on Murphy. Murphy to Nugent Hopkins. Edmonton will regroup in their own end. Time will wind down. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in this series, we are headed to overtime. End of 40. Or end of... I always make a mistake. End of 60. Here in Anaheim. 60 minutes was not enough. We will get another period of hockey. Overtime coming up soon. Intermission time after Evan Bouchard and Jeffrey Viel made it a 3-3 hockey game. In the final game of the night, we will get extra time. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Shots 36-27 in favor of Anaheim. All right, that being said, folks, I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick. I will be right back. All right, I've returned. Sorry about that, guys. Robert. Oh my God, Robert. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. Whatever happened to the good old shootout? That's not in regular season. Oilers are incredible offensively, but Boilers look like an average team when they don't have the puck. Get me a beer while you're up. What happened to the Habs tonight? They just could not. They weren't able to get that or hold on to their lead. Tampa came back. As well as that too. They weren't able to get any offense at the end of the third. They had no shots in the last 5 minutes. It was pretty abysmal, honestly. Oh, my Lord. Is it 11:30 where you're at? Nah, it's 12:30 where I'm at. Pennsylvania, 12:30 in PA right now. Did the Bruins show up today? No. The Bruins did not show up today. How weird is it that the Habs Tampa series is a Stanley Cup final rematch from a few years ago? It is interesting. It is really interesting. 12:30 a.m. I'm pumped. So am I.
players. I mean, when you have a player like that, Cooper as a head coach, what's that like as a head coach, and how often you try to get him out there? Yeah, you're trying to play in any possible way to create an advantage for your team. So he's putting them in matchup minutes against the Suzuki Slavkovsky line, but he's also putting him out there with Kucherov to score a big goal, like we just saw in the game winner. So what in this series, just the changes in momentum. Montreal's up 2-0, feel like they've got the series completely in control, completely flipped. Now Tampa gets the win, and now they go back home, and it's best of three.
Jeffrey Veal with his first point in a live commentary stream. I guess he's not doing it today, CJ. No matter what, they always played a good road game. Yep, I agree. They played solid today, but Anaheim deserves it. They deserve the win. They played phenomenal today. Well, CJ, Ingram's not even playing today, so I don't really know what you're. Ingram's not even playing today, so. Goaltender checks on the stats. Tristan Jarry, 917 save percentage, 33 saves on 36 shots. Dostal, 24 saves on 27 shots, 889. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. We are 24 subs away from 6,300. Because he had a bad game in game 3. So they put in Jar today. Fun fact, Mikael Granlund's signed card scored the game-time goal earlier today. Rumor has it Michkov got benched in the third period loss to Pittsburgh. Yeah, he was not good. He was not good in Game 4. He hasn't really been good in the series, generally speaking. Been a bit disappointing. How much? I have no idea. All right, overtime coming up on the horizon here in a couple minutes, guys. Drop your picks. Who is scoring the overtime winner? Give me a player. Give me a player who's scoring the OT winner. Paling. Former Philadelphia Flyer, Ryan Paling. We're almost ready for overtime, too. McDavid, Trouba. How much do I want for the card? The Granlund one? I couldn't even begin to tell you. I don't know. I don't sell my cards. I don't sell my cards. I have a bunch of cards that I need to organize soon, though. All right, I think we are almost ready to get started here with the overtime. All righty. Let's get ready for the start of overtime here live from the Honda Center. Recap here through the game so far. First period, Kapanen and Nugent Hopkins opened the scoring, followed by Cutter Gauthier and Mikael Granlund tying up the game at 2 apiece. And then Evan Bouchard made it 3-2 in the third, and then Jeffrey Veal in the final 6 minutes made it a 3-3 hockey game. It should be a fun overtime frame here, an exciting overtime frame as well. And it should be very interesting to see what happens here. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. All right, so we got a couple moments here till overtime. 60 minutes was not enough. We will need extra time. Here, from Anaheim. Overtime live from the Honda Center in Game 4. A Ducks win will put them up 3-1. An Oilers win will tie the series. Some bonus coverage here today. I thought it'd be done by now, but nope. The final game of our 4-game quadruple header. We've been live all day, and we'll go on longer. Overtime here from Anaheim. And we are underway. Face-off is won back then by the Oilers. Murphy off the boards and back into the Anaheim zone. Dostal to Carlson on the right side. Seneca for Granlund. Cleared away then for Alex Killorn. Killorn gets around Murphy. Pass in front. Saved there by Jari. Killorn to Seneca. Fires it. That one goes wide there of Jari. Granlund. Pass in front. Broken up then by Edmonton. Here's Darnell Nurse, who will flip it to center. Draisaitl loses that puck. In the corner now with it, back over for Kasperi Kapanen. Podkolzin. Behind the net then for Edmonton. Down low now Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl fighting with Granlund in front, then Hyman. Broken up rebounds there and denied. Anaheim will break it back through center. Granlund gains the line. Tries to get around Wallman. Terry fighting with Emberson down low in the corner. Now Jason Dickinson. Cross ice passes. It slides all the way back in there in Anaheim zone. Now down low in the corner, Hyman. Hyman fighting with Cutter Gauthier. Gauthier trying to get that one loose down low in the corner up top, then Emberson. Emberson behind the net then for Dickinson. Stolen back by Carlson, who will move it through center. Carlson to Gauthier, fires it, and denied there by Jari. He'll cover up. "37 shots, 34 saves for Tristan Jarry. He's done a phenomenal job at keeping this game on Edmonton's side. Face-off in the Edmonton zone. It's won by the Oilers. Savoy carries it in there, broken up the center. Bouchard to Ekholm, who will dump it down low. Lacombe back down low behind the net. Then Oilers trying to pressure it. Trouba to the right side, then chip to center. Bouchard off the board, stolen back then by Anaheim, who will dump it down low. Jari for Bouchard. Bouchard back to McDavid. Gets around the D. Down low now in the corner, Carlson. Back then, Trouba. Trouba to Carlson, will move it through center to Mintyukov. Pavel Mintyukov will dump it here into the Edmonton end. Nurse behind the net. Right side, backhanded all the way back down into the Anaheim zone. And that'll be an icing. It'll be against Edmonton. Face-off will come in the Edmonton end. Shot still 37-27. Face-off is won by Anaheim. They keep it in. McTavish to Paling. A shot. It's in the crease. And it stays in there. It's a goal. What just happened? That was the weirdest overtime winner I've ever seen in my life. Did the Ducks just win it? The referees are conglomerating here real quick. With 17:31 to go in overtime, they'll discuss. I could not tell. I couldn't tell at all if it went into the back of the net. I stood there just stunned. All of a sudden, they were like, they score. They shot it on Jari. They jabbed at that puck. I don't know. I need to see her. They're not showing a fucking replay. Sorry for my cursing. They're not showing a replay. Fans think it's in. This doesn't help. Show a replay. Okay, here we go. And we have a good goal. We have a good goal. Ryan Paling in overtime. Whoever needed Paling to score, you won. The Ducks have just won this hockey game in overtime, and they have taken a 3-1 series leadoff on one of the weirdest goals I've seen. Oh, I don't know. They're going to review. They're still reviewing it, but I thought they were calling it a good goal. It looks like it's across the line, but is it enough to convince the referees of that? This is not a challenge, but a review from the Situation Room. They're looking at it again here real quick. I thought maybe it's under Jari's skate halfway, so you can't exactly tell. I don't know. Jari's skate might have blocked it. It's not a challenge. NHL Situation Room's reviewing this. Both benches are looking at the Jumbotron, trying to see if this is in. The puck looks like it's across the line, but it has to be conclusive and indefinite and 100%. It was under the skates of Tristan Jarry. Kind of. It was half under the skate of Jarry. They said on the ice it was a goal. They're just taking a look at it one more time. We'll see what the official call is here in a moment. But they'll take a long look at this. Got to be careful with a call like this. I'll see the replay. I mean, it definitely looks like it's across the line. But is that enough? I don't know if you can definitively deem this a goal. We'll see. They might have gotten bailed out here. We'll find out. Jari's shaking his head. Yeah, the top cam shows that it's not completely over the line. They're still looking at it on the headset. This is really, really interesting. They're still looking at it. I don't know, guys. I'm checking Twitter. All right, they're taking off the headsets. We'll see what the call is. Here we go. We have a good goal. We have a good goal. The Ducks have won Game 4 and take a 3-1 series lead over the Edmonton Oilers. We have a good goal. It was a controversial one, but it's a good goal. And the Ducks get the win, 4-3 in overtime, the final score. It will set up a very interesting stage here in Game 5. Tuesday will be a very, very, very fun day for the channel. Sabres, Bruins, Oilers, Ducks, potentially 2 series that could come to a close on Tuesday. Wow. What a day. What an unbelievable day. We've been live since 2 o'clock. It's nearly 12:50. That's 11 hours straight of commentary. Wow. Unreal. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. It was a phenomenal day of hockey. And thank you all for watching the commentary. Subscribe down below if you're new. We will be back tomorrow. Actually, first off, stay tuned for our post-game recap of all the games today, our top performers, and our LA Kings elimination video that will come out today as well. Tomorrow, we have Penguins Flyers, Game 5, and Mammoth Golden Knights, Game 4. It's going to be a fun day tomorrow. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe down below if you're new. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Have a good night.